again and take the second roll. So 27 hits for 11. It is still fucking standing. Lady Spite's gonna magic missile it. And it's dead. And Doran Rav is gonna look at the dragon, look back at Ozo, and look at the dragon and go, I don't think that was it. Kyle is just gonna continue running up to the group.
I don't see anything.
His turn.
How heavy does this rock structure thing look?
Tons.
Can you define that? Is it more than 1,000 pounds?
Oh, way more.
1 ton is
Way,
2,000.
way more. And it's probably like many, many tons. It's a giant slab of jade.
Giant slab of jade. Well, I'm gonna yell at Ozo, I guess, first of all, like, dispel. Use the damn dispel magic.
Stop yelling at me!
Just make an Arcana check.
And
Or identify.
with that,
Sense
I'm
magic?
gonna start transforming into my dragon.
Alrighty. You can get that out. Oh no, you deleted yourself. You shouldn't do that.
Why?
Takes you out of the initiative.
I'll put my.
What was your initiative? Oh,
It was
re-roll it as a 14.
Let's put it back to 6.
Put it back to 6. Okay. There you
There,
go.
fixed.
All right. Let me card my suit here again, and it was your turn. So we are at Kesselban, who is going to begin getting up and gonna begin saying, well, it seems if you want things done properly, you must do them yourself. And he is going to prepare an action. And that is his turn. Ivara, you are up.
Okay. Can I inspect how sturdy this thing looks? Like it is jade, right?
Yeah.
But like, okay. Can I inspect like, how sturdy it is? Like, is there some? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna inspect how sturdy it is. Like, guessing it's jade. Like, there is a chance that it can be like separated, I guess, or like cut through.
Make an inspection check.
Inspection check. Okay.
Or perception, depending. Like, are you inspecting the stone, or are you just looking at it?
Inspecting it.
Then in like an investigation check. Sorry.
Okay. Fuck.
You're pretty sure if you try to break, like, if you were to like use any of your weapons against this, pretty sure they might break.
Okay. Somebody better figure out how to like dispel this thing. I'm gonna use a fuck, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna ready an action just to keep prepared in case this thing comes our way. The dragon comes closer to us, but I'm gonna ready an action.
All right. What action are you readying?
An attack action.
In case it gets in your range, kind of thing?
Yeah.
All right.
In case he decides to come around.
All right. Well, it's going to be Biso's turn. She's going to go. And she's going to pull out her, like, point her sword at the dragon and be all like, you know what? Please don't think you're going down no matter what. Cause you know what? We've fought better things than you. Back me up, guys.
You're doing great, Viso. Keep it up.
Go
And
get him.
At that, the dragon is gonna use its breath weapon attack, which is
No.
ready action.
Vito should have went the other way.
Oh no, Viso!
All right. This is gonna be
So-
fun.
It's probably
All
gonna
right.
hit a lot of us. Oh man.
No, it's a 5-foot line.
Oh.
A 5-foot wide line, 90 feet. She has to make a DC 24 Constitution saving throw or take 8d12 necrotic damage on a failed save, half as much on a
Jesus.
successful one. Each creature's hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the necrotic damage taken, and he regains the hit points equal to that amount. The reduction
That's
lasts until the
disgusting.
yeah, it's disgusting. So she needs to make a Constitution save. She has advantage against this though because of her where is it? It's one of these. Well, she automatically gets +1. No, that's only other creatures. You and friendly have resisted damage, so regardless, she's taking half damage regardless. If she fails. So she fails, but she's going to take half damage, so she only takes 23. But her hit point maximum is reduced by 23.
What's it look like? Like what just went whizzing by my head?
It was basically, imagine like it looked like he was breathing ghost. And as it was going by Viso, it was like stealing her life essence. And then he like sucked it back in and absorbed her life essence, kind of. And now it's your turn, Azo.
Oh my god.
I require the kobold's life nectar.
Basically.
Okay, I'm gonna use an action to search my surroundings with my eyeball for some sort of link.
Make an Arcana check at advantage. Okay, you can see quite clearly with your eye that there are 3 distinct chains of energy linking the dragon to this thing.
So the 3 chains come from the dragon to it?
No, from it to the dragon.
Okay. And is
I can draw them so you have an idea of where they are, kind of.
Are there any chains going from it to me?
No.
Hmm.
And how tall is this thing? What's this? What's the
This?
range on those? Yeah. What's the range to those chains?
It's about 20 feet high.
Okay, that's
So
nothing.
it's pretty fucking high. But yeah, this would probably be about 15 feet where it attaches here. This would be about 10 feet. This would be about 5 feet, I guess. And they're all attached to his tail. And you can see that there's power going through them into the dragon, and the dragon is like living off this energy, basically.
Hmm.
And I believe with that, it's your turn, unless something else you'd like to do with a bonus action.
I might. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna work, but here it goes, everybody. I'm gonna... Oh, shit. I'm gonna move a little bit. Oh, shit, that's not where I want to move to. Can I, like... I know I don't want to risk anything. Alright, I'll go there. I'm gonna quicken a Dispel, and I'm gonna cast it on the dragon. Trying to dispel whatever link he has linking him.
All right. As you do this, the dragon is going to chuckle as your spell fizzles. And he says, "Puny mortal, these bonds are unbreakable. Only that which binds my form together can break these bonds, and I doubt you possess such things."
It's not magic, Pigu!
Oh.
And with that, Lady Spite is going to make a insight check. He's talking about Dragon Bone. Does anyone have Dragon Bone?
I look at Yavara. She's covered in it.
It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doran Rav's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And it's Pigu's turn.
Well, Yvara's covered in dragon bone?
No, I'm in my plate mail, but I have my Dragonbone halberd. Oh, fuck. I can sever this thing then. Or like the chains at least, but I don't know about the chains.
You don't know where they are. You really have to ask Ozzo for guidance in that regards.
So,
Cut off his tail!
Do this Dragonbone now?
Pidu's gonna like leap into the air and start flying. This is 40 feet of his 80 feet range.
Okay.
And what I want to do for my action is I want to scoop up Ivara, assuming she lets me. Just be like, come with me.
Okay.
I like that. Just, okay.
So I'm gonna go for the try and scoop her up, and then I'm gonna continue on my flight. So I want to be over here flying towards the big bad dragon with Ivara on my back, and I'm in the air. I know I'm on Viso's face, but I'm above Viso.
Okay. No, I get that. I get that. All right. Well, it's going to be Kesabon's turn. And he is going to use his breath weapon again. This time targeting Gisaways.
Am I technically involved in that because Pigu has me picked up?
No, you'd be
No,
higher
you're
than
not
me.
within range. It's 5 feet along the ground. It's a 5 feet wide line, 90 feet long along the ground.
So he like catches Pigu's wing or something? Or
No,
wait,
it doesn't.
Never mind,
It
never mind.
would hit. Let me just see if Ozzo is Viso is involved again. I believe so.
Viso and Azo.
No, just Ozzo. So Ozzo, make a
Shit.
a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, wait. As it strikes you, you feel completely unharmed. And you hear in your mind, think of this as thank you for letting me out.
Who the fuck was that? That sounded like envy.
No, it's supposed to be like, sorry, it was supposed to be Osirk.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to use my death ward or anything? I'm just...
No, you are completely immune to necrotic damage from now
Oh
on.
shit!
From
Nice.
now on? Holy fuck.
And you and he's like, I expect no less of my priest.
Big dick. Yo, immune to necrotic now, my dude.
And with that, it's Ivara's turn, who is in Pigu. Sorry. You were here, there.
Roughly.
Yeah. I can't do anything because he's like got me.
Might I suggest preparing a strike for when you are in range?
I have my action ready from previous rounds, so I don't know if that, like, I guess I'm still holding my action. But I actually, you know what? I swap out to my Dragonbone halberd, but I'm still like, okay, like, I guess I'm using this.
And I'm gonna also, maybe for flavor at this point, like I picked you up with my claw, but maybe you'll like climb on to like where you're properly riding.
Oh, okay.
You know, that takes time.
All right, I'll do that. I'll move on to Pigu's back and have my Dragonbone halberd at the ready.
All right. It's gonna be Biso's turn. I'm just gonna move you for a second. She's gonna go 1, 2, 3. And she is gonna cast. Do I have it? She's gonna cast Aid on herself, Ivara, and Azo. And so your hit points and hit point maximums are increased by 5 for 8 hours. It's not much.
Pew.
And then it's Azo's turn.
And I look at those burning boxes confusingly. I'm still here. I touch my body a little bit.
Yeah, you're there.
I don't even have to step up. I'm gonna go back then. Pigu's still flying, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I aim my sunbeam just beside Viso at the dragon.
Alrighty.
And his eyeballs.
At its eyeballs. Okay. So it's going to make a save, yeah.
If he's undead or an ooze, he has disadvantage.
Well, he is undead, so he would have disadvantage. So he fails, and he takes the 36 radiant. It's actually going to become 72. But you're going to love this. So as he takes the damage, basically you're going to see the wound like take place. And like literally just chunks of him are gone. But it all begins to just kind of reform where it was. And he just goes back to max health.
Oh no. Cut off his tail! And I end my turn.
He is blinded, though. He is blinded.
As his eyeballs are regenerating. Blow his face off.
Pretty much. Lady Spite was like, well, she's gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Cut
4.
off his tail. I'll keep him distracted.
She can't even do anything.
Did you say that?
What? Me? Yeah. I will distract him.
Oh.
Keep him blinded. Cut off his tail.
Then it's Pigu's turn.
All right. I'm going to like home in right, and like I'm just gonna say to Ivara, get ready. As I'm flying in, I'm gonna unleash one of my breath attacks. Let me figure out the roll for that.
Can you fly me a little closer? After.
One set.
I know. All right. I'm saying that out of character.
I'm trying to figure out my body right now.
I'm trying to breathe right
now.
Blue.
So it's cold damage. And it needs to make it save.
Okay, Constitution. Not that great.
Is it not
Passes
dexterity?
though. So it takes half damage on a 5. So it would take 23 instead, and
Correct.
the same thing happens as with you've experienced this before. Basically, he takes the damage and automatically heals. And with his turn, he's going
Well, so
to...
I'm wait. Because I flew right at him, I'm within range for Ibarra to strike. If
Oh, yeah,
Ibarra
definitely.
prepared an action, right?
Definitely.
Yep. So how far off of the ground is he?
He's not off the ground at all. Pigu is. Right now.
I like. Well, no. Is it okay if like I barreled in at him and then brought Ibarra within range to strike?
You'd have to be like there then.
Sure. Oh, sorry about that. Sure, I'm there then.
Okay. So can I still hit this guy with my halberd
Yeah.
from this close?
Yeah. Definitely.
I guess I can't hit his tail then, though.
Well,
Do we know about the tail?
Are you targeting him?
Also,
Are you targeting him, or are you targeting the lynx?
I don't. I just heard Ozzo talk about the tail. So
Okay,
I'm
we heard Ozzo for the tail, so I've moved you towards the tail, if possible.
In which case, yeah, I'm gonna attack the tail.
All right.
At advantage because he's blinded.
Yes. Your big colorful ass blocking my line of sight. You're definitely gonna hit him for fucking 10 damage, which automatically heals. Like literally, as you're pulling the blade out of the tail, it just like the wound just closes back up.
Doesn't look like it's doing much, Ozzo. And I like.
What the fuck, Ozzo?
Making me
How'd
look
you
like
do
a
this to
jackass
us?
here.
Cut it off!
I'm still attacking the tail.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. You're hitting him. You're totally hitting him, and you're hacking big old chunks out, but they're just healing as soon as you pull out the blade. And Ozzo,
Okay,
you would realize by
was
this
great.
point that she has to actually target the lynx themselves.
Jesus.
And then it would be actually Ibarra's turn because that was her ready to attack action.
Okay, I'm still attacking the tail.
Just fucking hacking at it.
Yeah.
Cut it off!
It's not working.
It's not working. I'm sorry. It's just not.
He heals so fast.
Viso's gonna run up and start stabbing it as well. At advantage because of pack tactics.
And also because it is branded.
Oh, that too, yeah. So yeah, she hits and the same thing happens. Ozzo, it's your turn.
And I'm the only one who can see these fucking things?
Yeah. You can see there's one right beside Ibarra. Like, if she were to just swing to the left of her, she'd hit it.
I'm gonna move a little bit. I'm gonna move over to about here. And I'm gonna try and sunbeam the chains that are coming off of this thing. Like up on the tower, not at the dragon.
Yeah. Cool. It does absolutely nothing. And if that's your turn, Lady Spite is gonna run up and she is going to chain lightning this motherfucker. Just a second here. And all the bolts are like she's just gonna basically wrap it around in lightning, and it's gonna take a shit ton of damage, but just keep healing. Kylie is gonna go 1, 2, 6. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get there. Make 2 attacks. Same thing as Ivara, cutting into it. Nothing's happened. Then it's Pigu's turn.
I'm gonna like stretch my neck back and like try to make eye contact with Ozzo. Tell Ivara where the links are, because clearly attacking the dragon's doing nothing. And then I'm gonna try slamming the dragon immediately. Sorry, crushing.
All right, it's gotta make a dex save.
Oh, wait a sec. Does that, if I do this, does that mean everyone, including my friends, have to do this? Or can I target, like, just try to crush the dragon?
It's only in your space, so you would have to occupy the same space as the other dragon. Like you would, yeah, exactly.
Boom.
It fails. It's crushed, and it takes 16 damage and is currently prone and restrained.
Cut the chains!
Where? Where are the chains?
I don't know how to describe it. There's 3 of them.
I love that. I don't know how to do. Oh, that's great.
You can't see them. Just tell me where to swing.
Fucking right beside you. To the left.
Okay.
Just fucking walk 15 feet and swing like crazy.
So it's gonna be Kesabon's turn, whose head is still poking out from under Pigu, and he's gonna fucking blow his breath weapon right at this Doran Rav guy right there.
Not at me. Not at the one crushing him.
No.
I picture you have like your foot on his head.
Okay, he's gonna make a Constitution save. Oh boy. Oh. Oh boy, how much is that? Well, there you go. Doran Rav drops to the floor, dead, his Dai Katana falling to his side. Before he passes, he lets out a small, like, I tried to help people, my son. I tried. And he dies. And then it's Ivara's turn.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna like swing to my left with my Dragonbone halberd, hoping it hits something.
You sever a link. The dragon begins roaring in pain.
You did it! You did it! Keep going!
Okay. I guess I'm like moving further left on Pigu's back, and I'm just swinging wildly.
Pigu, you feel the body beneath you begin to wilt and decay.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Even further, the body begins to wilt and decay. And you hear the creature beneath you go, "Mercy! Have mercy!" And as you sever the final link, It literally just turns into a pile of dragon bones. The links are severed.
Are they touchable at all? Like, are they limp on the ground?
No, they dissipate. Like they
Okay.
literally like break apart into like sparkle dust as Ivara is cutting through them. Well, that's what you see.
Like, the chains have been broken.
I rush over to the jade structure and put myself between Lady Spite and just start scraping away at it like feverishly, trying to free it from the ground.
It's still chained here. If that's what you're thinking.
Well, we'll see about that. I'm removing the rock around the jade, and I want to see like if I can free it that way, and until someone tells me otherwise. Like I know she says it's chained here, but like let's find those chains then. I guess.
Cool. Each time your claws make contact with the actual jade, you hear ba-da-da-da. Do 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 do. Ba-da-ba-da. Do 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 do.
Okay.
Wait, okay. If I hear that, if it starts talking to me, then I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna like lay my claws right on it, and I'm like gonna be like, "Are you there?
Bad touch, bad touch.
What do you mean?"
Last dragon that touched me. You're familiar.
Yes, yes. You remember all the stuff we've been through? You're the reason I'm a dragon.
Nah.
Yeah.
You're fucking with me.
No, I'm not. Do you
Who
still
are-
have
who are
that
the
tent?
other ones? What? Tent?
Do you still have that tent?
I'm trapped in here. I don't have a tent. I wish I had a tent.
Don't you remember
What?
the tent?
What's a tent?
Piece of canvas draped around a simple structure of wood, and you would have fire inside of it, and you would throw little seeds at it to make smoke. Don't you remember any of that?
Who are you talking to, Pigu?
I have a few questions about all this. 1, what is canvas? 2, what
It's a
is
fabric.
wood? 3,
It's an
what
organic
is
material.
fire? 4,
It's a
what are
chemical
seeds?
reaction. It's
5,
a
I'm
product of
fucking with
steps.
you.
You're
Pigu, what is this? Is a weird
How's it
conversation.
going, Pigu? Mind getting me the fuck out of here?
Wait, who's saying that now?
It's him. He just said, I'm fucking with you. And then he said, hey, Pigu, how's it going? Mind getting me the fuck out of here?
Yeah, okay. Is it just scraping away, or is there something preventing you from moving? Why can't you shrink into a marble again?
I'm chained to this position. You would have to dispel the bonds.
I'm gonna like look at Azo and be like,
Lady
"There's more
Spite's
bonds."
like, I could help with that.
Azo, there's more bonds.
Can
Can you
we hear
dispel them?
him? Can we hear the chain god?
No, you can't hear it. Just seems like a giant dragon talking to this monolith structure right now.
Okay, but Spike can hear it.
Well, you heard him, well, Pigu being like blah blah blah, we gotta like try to get you out, blah blah blah, and she was like, I might be able to help with that.
Well, I'm gonna
Kind of
not
why
listen
I'm
to
here.
her and look at Azo and ask Azo if he can dispel.
Do I see anything?
You would see there are just in the ground itself layers upon layers of chains that are holding this thing down.
Physically or not physically?
No, magically.
I'm like, there's a lot of chains here.
So
you
don't see
figured
shit.
if you were to use the spell dispel magic, you'd have to use it at least like 6 times at the 9th level to get this thing out.
Oh, I do not have a 9th level. This is beyond me, Pigu.
We could share our powers. if like that's why I'm here.
I hug her.
You feel as though you're able to cast 2 9th level spells.
I need more power. Give yourself to me, Spite.
Just this one time, Ozzoterum. And from now on, use my name
Damn.
properly and don't grab my ass. And she's gonna put her hand on your chest, and you feel like you can cast 6 9 level spells.
Ah!
You feel her demigod-like power run through you, but she is quite weakened from this, and she passes out
Feels
and
good.
falls to the floor, prone and unconscious.
What kind of power is it?
It is dragon power.
Ah!
Was it good for you?
You
I
also
picture
smell a lot of gold behind you.
slightly melted.
Slightly melted.
I picture myself breathing some sort of magical dragon breath and dispelling chains. Is that
Yeah,
cool?
the chains all basically go flying all over the place, breaking into dust and stuff. Well, as you see with your eye. And
Only
then
you see it.
This monolithic structure is going to reduce itself into a cube. So I'm just gonna
How big of a cube?
scratch. Have you guys ever seen Hellraiser?
No.
Have you ever seen a Rubik's Cube?
Yes.
A big
That
one.
big,
You say Rubik's Cube.
but black.
Okay, I'm gonna convert back into normal form as fast as I can.
Okay. I'm just gonna scale you down. I'm not gonna bother getting you in. Oh, never mind. You did it yourself. Okay. Oh,
And-
combat's over. Why do I still have this?
I'm gonna run at the cube and like try to grab it as soon as I can.
I don't believe anyone's trying to stop you.
I would say, wait, don't touch it.
Oh, I'm gonna touch it.
Gross.
Gross.
I don't try to physically stop Pigu in any way. I'm more in shock and awe that I just belted out a breath weapon.
Basically, yeah. It was a dispel magic breath weapon. But yeah. If you grab the cube, you got yourself a cube.
How you feeling in there?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stories I could tell you. There was one of us. Now there's many. And we
Why-
all agree on one thing, Pigu. Hunt down the rest. We
Of
will
you?
be whole again.
Good. That's what we're going for.
Do I see a treasure pile by anything?
There is a large pathway leading that way.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go up the pathway.
fuck this
Did you
box in
just-
particular. I just saw that.
Did you just walk over Doran Rav like on his corpse on your
No.
way?
No, God, no.
But yeah, Ivara, if you were to walk through there, you would see a giant cavern. Like you can't even see the end of it. And you know how Scrooge McDuck has a pool full of gold coins?
Yeah, this is
Imagine
like
it's filled with you can't even fathom how many gold coins are there and other various precious objects.
holy
It
shit.
is truly a dragon's hoard.
All right. Can I go searching through it? See if there's anything like magic weapon wise or like magic item wise.
If you want to go take a nosedive into that pool of coins, you go right ahead. We all know
Fuck
how
yeah.
it ended for Peter, though.
No, I'm not gonna like go nose diving, but I would like to like go through it.
All right, cool. Give me some investigation checks, because that's like finding needles in a haystack.
Oh my! Come on.
Oh, you hear something actually. Hello?
Uh, hello.
You see there's like a hilt poking out of the ground, and it glows as you hear, "Hello, you there? You. Yes, you. I'm the great Dagobarathorn. Who are you? A mighty adventurer type? Hmm?
I got this with a fucking -1 or like a -1.
Yeah.
One. I don't know how to roleplay this. Fuck it. Okay, I'll roll with it. I go up and I grab the dagger like hesitantly.
I will give you one adviceful piece of information. Something bad might happen today.
That's great.
Put it back.
Put it back.
Do you put it back?
I do put it back.
I warned you.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna look again. Actually, you know what? I throw it back at like a spot where like somebody else may want it.
What? Not good
Just
enough
not
for
for me.
you? See? Starting off on bad terms. Something bad did
I'm
happen
not-
today.
Pretend not to hear him.
Insight?
Is the treasure evil?
Or Sorry, that was an investigate. Sorry.
Well, just add that's a flat D20, so just add 2 to it. So it would be 20.
Okay.
Well, I mean, your insight is +0, so that's the same as D20. So if you were to just add 2 to that.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, with a 20, you find let me see what do you. Let us see. Let us see.
I'm also picking up gold as I go.
Oh, your pockets are full.
How much do I get from that?
Just a second here.
I have 284 now. Like, how much do I get from that?
How big are your pockets?
I'm gonna go.
You're able to stuff at least 500 gold in your pockets before they're beginning to weigh you down. I would think, like, what's your carrying capacity?
Oh yeah, Ivara can carry a lot.
Because you might be able to carry like double that or
300
something.
300 pounds. So
You also find a ring of some kind.
ooh.
Hmm.
50 coins weigh 1 pound. The problem is probably not poundage, it's probably straight up the ability to carry a vast amount of coins. Just picture trying to hold 500 pennies.
You also find a pike, and at the base of it, etched in silver, says "The 9 Lives Stealer."
Okay, I take.
And that's all you can really find right now.
All right. Okay, I guess I make my way back.
While she's gone, I'm gonna yell out to Azo, like, Azo, can you help Doran? He was a huge asset to the Free Empire.
I'm just like collapsed on the ground.
Yeah,
What are you
literally.
doing? Azo, wake up.
Bisto's gonna walk over to you, and actually, no, there's not much she can do. Does she even have a restoration? She's gonna cast Lesser Restoration on Azo, but I doubt anything really.
It can work.
I like that. It can work.
I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired. What do you want, Pigu? I could hear you screaming.
Doran Rav, can you help him?
I like open up my pouch and like pull out one of those fist-sized diamonds. I'm like, I think so.
Really? I'm surprised you're doing this so easily without a fight. It seems like you've really grown as a character.
However,
Psych.
However,
Doran Rav is a murderous general. Shall I adopt your philosophy of one life is worth many more and save the lives of many people by letting him perish?
How are you saving the lives of many people by letting him perish?
Oh, he's a well-known general, and now he's your general. And you wouldn't promise me that you wouldn't go to war. Without your general, what war will you wage?
Okay, yeah, fair point. When we inevitably get invaded by all of your people, I guess we won't be able to defend ourselves. Maybe you just want the Malazans to win. Is that where you stand?
No, violence isn't the answer.
When you're staring down the barrel of the pointy end of a sword, what are you supposed to do? Let it stab you?
The way of nonviolence.
Oh, is the way of being poked with the pointy sword.
I'm laughing so hard right now. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna mute myself.
If these two are doing stuff, I'm gonna still search that pile of
You just hear like gold being
I'm making your
rummaged
job
through in the
right, son.
background.
You could keep searching. Give me 2 more investigation checks. Give you a list.
Fuck yeah. Give me a fucking list, son.
I don't know how I feel about Doran Rav. Is his life worth saving?
He literally just saved my life, gave me the chance to run back and kill that second vampire.
I did?
If you're looking for something more personal, but also he's been a huge help. He, like, when I came to the Free Empire before that, when it was still under the evil king, he was tending wounded and sick, and then he helped support me to try and make this place better. I have no idea why you have such a grudge against him.
Because he is a very well-known Malazan general. He's slaughtered many innocents. Has he not told you about his campaigns?
We kept having an appointment for tea that kept getting pushed back, so I didn't get all the details.
Well, we have some time before I have to make this decision.
If only this was Kylie instead. Oh, our lives would be so much simpler.
Kyle would welcome death to be ascended into the light and become a part of Lady Soel. Isn't that
something
right,
you do?
Kyle? Exactly.
Can I just verify one thing there though? Solisle is part of High House Life, not High House Light.
Same thing. Life, death.
So he would go and sit beside Father Light's side.
You've been doing your studies, Kyle.
Yes, I have.
And do you not welcome death?
If it is what is fated, then it is what will be.
There it is, Pigu. Doran Rav was fated to perish. I feel so bad at letting him die, but I don't want to resurrect him.
Sounds like you have a bit of a double standard. Like when it's sunny, oh, now it's not meant to be. But when it's a guy who I happen to have a grudge against, oh yeah, he was supposed to die. Blech. I just
Well.
walk away in disgust.
Huh. We came here to kill somebody, and 2 people died. It is the price you have to pay for taking lives.
I'm not listening.
Alrighty. So
I come into the
Ivara,
room where Ivara is.
I will give you a list of what Ivara of what you found so far. Before PU walks in and goes, "What the fuck?" You find a silver ring, a pearl ring, a gold ring, that pike I told you about before, what you would know as a Toblakai thrower, a red potion, a blue potion, 5,000 gold pieces. and
Okay,
12
whoa. Can you like
Here.
put that in the chat because I'm not like writing fast enough. Thank you. Okay.
But yeah, you would walk into that room as well, Pigu, and see what Ivara found, which is just hordes upon hordes of wealth and magic items and ancient ruin things, and just it's priceless.
Oh,
You can't even
and
fathom.
when that happens, I want to transform into the dragon and then take a bath in it all.
You feel dirty doing so, knowing that this was another dragon's horde. It still smells like the
Do
other
it, my
dragon.
dude.
Well, I mean, I do it. I mean, I'll feel a little dirty or whatever, and I'll be like, ugh, this place stinks.
Pretty much, yeah. Smells of undeath.
But this is my first treasure bath, so
Splish splash! I was taking a bath. Go dragon form.
That's literally what he did.
I also picked the dagger up on my way out and let Pigu swim around in the gold.
Something bad might happen to you today.
The talking dagger.
I'm not keeping you. I'm giving you to someone else. Pigu, you want this annoying dagger?
What? I mean, sure, throw it on the pile, whatever.
No, if you're gonna use it.
What? When have you ever seen me, with the exception of the quarterstaff, when have you ever seen me use a weapon?
Oh, you know what? That's fair. I'll give it to Ozzo. I'll go out. Enjoy.
Oh my god, the dagger and Ozzo are not going to be a good match. Something bad's going to happen to you. What?
Hey, Ozzo, you want this annoying dagger?
I look up, I'm like, what? What's annoying about it?
It's an annoying talking dagger. Here, and I hold it out to him handle wise, so he can grab the handle, and I'm holding the tips of it with my blade, or the blade with my fingers.
I don't reach for it at the first second. I wait for it to like speak. Is it telepathy or is it like physical speaking? How does it speak
it's
to you?
quite physical.
Does it have a mouth?
As you reach to touch
No,
it,
it's
it just kind of lights up and glows like with light, and it goes, "Hello, I am Barathorn, Dagger of Champions. Are you an adventurer who needs aid? I will offer this one piece of advice. Something bad might happen to you today."
What?
See,
To,
it's
to
fucking
me
annoying.
or to Yavara?
To any of you, who knows?
Oh my god! Can I like insight the
So
dagger?
it's not much of a prediction to make. You could like stub your toe, and that would count as a bad thing.
Well, how many times has he said a bad thing might happen to you?
Like 3 times so far.
She goes 3 times,
Okay.
and that's it. He doesn't make any other predictions. Just something else.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Do you want it? Otherwise, I'm gonna sell it.
I don't know if I can handle that kind of pressure, man.
Viso, you want it?
Viso don't think it's kind of loud. It could get us caught if we try to be sneaky. Oh, you'd be surprised. I can be an inveritable shadow. You'll be all like, "Oh, where's Barathorn?" And you won't hear anything. And then I'll be like, "Oh, I'm right here." And you'll be like, "Oh, wow, we didn't know you were there because you were so quiet."
I picture like his voice is just the right tone to where it's like painful to hear, but not overly painful.
Yes. Yeah, like it's one of those voices where you hear it and you're like, "Oh, I'm cringing."
Kyle?
No.
All right. Well, Barathorn, I'm gonna is there anything else you can do besides like state the obvious?
I am a dagger of warning. Sadly, my creator was quite drunk when he made me. All I know is
That
that
explains it.
something bad might happen today.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll fetch a pretty price. Pump some poor sucker. Anyway.
See? Something bad might happen today.
Something I could melt you down, you know. Just saying.
Please
Yeah.
don't.
Got nothing to say now, do you?
No. I'm done.
All right. Well, guys, looks like that treasure hoard is up for grabs, unless
You've
go
got
right
you've got this fucking massive
like-
amount of coins and weapons and shit.
I like, in addition to like my pockets, like I have this big sack of like 5,000 gold. And like 12 diamonds. Oh, also here, and I give him like at least like. You know what? I'll give Ozzo 6 diamonds.
Oh Jesus! Just pour them out. How big are these things?
Fist size.
Jesus!
They're worth at least 1,000 GP each.
Figured you could put some use to them, or sell them.
Break them down into smaller diamonds.
Possible.
Uses out of these diamonds. Why won't they break?
Oh, Ozzo, I have something. I had this ring that I found that I don't know. Can you identify it?
You have 3 rings.
I have one. Hold on, sorry. I have that unknown ring. I have a pearl ring, a silver ring, and a gold ring.
Those all have some sort of magical energy glowing off them. You just can't tell what they do.
Okay, but
Yvara or me?
I thought I found a ring from before. Thought I found a ring from before.
Oh, when you're looking, yeah. There is still another one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking
So
about.
yeah,
Like,
that one is an ebony. It's made of pure ebony.
can you get a read on this also? Like what kind of ring it is? See if it's magical.
The ebony one specifically?
I mean, I have 4. I don't know if you feel like doing 4 or
I'd take the
What the-
pearl one.
The pearl one is a ring of evasion.
I can't cast identify, however.
Oh, fuck! God damn it! Well, it's a ring of evasion.
You just have a really good sense of it. Or no,
It's
the-
got
that's
an
the one
inscription
thing the
in it.
dagger knows.
Yeah, it literally says invasion on the evasion on the inside, carved into it.
Oh, okay. Can I see it or?
Yeah, just give it back.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want me to take a look at any other ones?
I guess this ebony one, if you can identify it.
Does it have some sort of magical aura or anything like that?
All these rings do.
I'd look at them with my eyeball.
All right, give me an art check at advantage. It's a ring of invisibility.
Wow. I put it on my finger.
You go invisible.
I take it off my finger.
You are visible.
I'm like,
I
oh,
was trusting you.
that's a powerful one. And I give it back.
Which one was that? The ebony one?
Ebony one. I'm like, this is fun. I just put the gold one on. I don't even look at it.
Oh, you
Roll for
you
initiative.
you feel light as a feather.
It's a mimic.
Oh, God. I'm like, fire, try to pick me up.
I pick him up.
Gently.
He's light as a feather.
Like, wow, this is
Holy
cool.
shit, dude. You're lighter. Like I've carried you and you're light.
If
Like,
if
you're
you let
really light.
if you let go of him, he gently falls to the floor, ever so slowly, almost like hovering down.
Do you want that one?
Yeah, sort of.
Take it.
That was pretty cool. I can almost fly. I've always wanted to fly.
You could step off like the roof of a house and then just not fall over and break something.
Like, well, we should check these things out later. For now, I think I'm gonna say goodbye to these poor spirits here. Maybe wake up Spite. I like look over my shoulder at her to see if she's still sleeping.
You also like Ivar also notices like Doran's dead, yeah.
You're not gonna do something about him, or
Well, I don't see why we should treat him different than the dragon. Maybe he was destined to die.
do you actually think that he enjoyed taking the lives that he did, or is only you can see black and white? I'm not judging. I know you have your reasons, but do you think that you can look past that and see that he tried to save more lives, even though, and it doesn't justify the deaths that he caused, but do you think that maybe he had his, intentions to try and do good?
It is possible.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I had tea with the guy and he sounded pretty remorseful about it, but
Hmm.
I can't bring him back. But
I believe I could. I don't know if I should, though. Who am I to decide who lives and dies?
well, I guess you're the only one who can, but that's up to you. I can't make you do something.
Spite starts coming to a bit, and she's like, "Ugh, did someone say that something bad was going to happen?" And she kind of like gets up and comes to.
No, I found this really annoying dagger.
Well,
Just only makes one prediction. Yeah,
She-
no, it's not.
she
I'm sorry.
she looks over at Ozzo real quick though, and she's just like, "Was it as good for you as it was for me?"
No.
Like my throat kind of hurts.
Yes, it's always like that the first time.
It wasn't like this with your sister.
Do you actually say that?
No, I didn't do anything with her sister.
Just under my breath.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think that.
Good. Because that would end poorly for you. As it usually has.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's gonna kind of yell out. She's like, "Pigu, I believe I'm done here. And I believe your guard and I made a deal. I expect him to return on the bargain when I call."
Hold on,
And she
Spite.
just begins walking out.
Do you not want any of these worldly possessions?
Everything I want, I already have. And well, besides from my sister being dead, and she just keeps walking out.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm like running through all these different like sister jokes.
What was the deal again, Evan? Were we just
She said she'd help you here so long as your god helped her defeat her sister when the
Okay.
time comes.
All right. Okay.
I want to ask Pigu and Kyle what they think. Can Viso? Sorry, not Pigu, but Viso and Kyle. What
Yeah.
do they think of Doran Rav? Do they not have the ability to bring someone back to life? Not that I'm saying I
Viso
won't.
can't
I don't know what to do.
Viso can't do that, and Kailei's like, besides from my sword, I can't do magics. My sword is magical. That's all I got, Ozzo. Sorry.
So what do you think? What would you do if you had the power? Should I weigh the life of Kesselban differently than Doran? We came here to kill Kesselban, and Doran died. Is that a life for a life? Is it a fair exchange? Can I break?
Viso thinks that Drek would be happy to embrace his body. He will return to the earth as all are meant to. And Kailei's kind of like, that's really dark, Kobold, but Ozzo, you do you, man. I mean,
How old is Doran?
What would Osirk do? Doran is old. He looks like well into his like 80s. You figured he'd maybe have like another 5 years.
God damn it. I look at you, Vira. I go, do you think it would disturb him if I awoke him from his warrior's death?
No. I think he made peace with his son.
So if this was you,
I don't believe he deserved to die. He didn't kill all those people because he wanted to. And I know you compared him to the dragon, but that dragon was intentionally hurting people and oppressing people.
And it was quite fucking evil to the core.
And
It made a whooping cough joke. Come on, guys.
And I know we had our discussion at the beginning of the cave where, I've killed two, and it's not my place to judge him. Unless, it seemed like he was earnest in his intention to save more lives than cause more death. So
I wish I could commune with the dead so bad right now.
But if you decide not to, I'll try and bury him somewhere.
I'm undecided. Maybe I should pray on this. Give me some time. Maybe I will
Alright.
check out the pile of coins. Maybe it will bring some light into my life.
Yeah, Pika's back there rolling around in it.
I go to see Pigu. Is Pigu just like in dragon form having the time of his life?
Yeah.
But feeling really weird about it too. It's like shameful,
Weird, I'm
but also
enjoying
really
this.
good. Yeah, yeah.
You're like, how could something so bad feel so good?
Or how could something so good feel so bad?
Either or.
So Pigu, is this all the wealth that the Halfling Nation has?
Well, it depends on whether or not Ibarra comes back to take more.
I was just about to ask if we were going to split this 5 ways.
5-way. For who?
For everyone involved here? Do you not think it fair that Kyle and Viso get a share? They put in just
Oh,
the
you're
same
counting
work.
Kyle, the guy who walked away from us on the battlefield. I mean, any wealth that is given to me is the wealth that goes to the Free Empire. If you guys take that, you know, we're leaving the Free Empire on less financial stable footing, but you know, we can split it 4 ways. Oh, 5. Wait, I think 4 ways. I really don't see why Tally gets any. I hate that guy.
I don't know if he wants worldly possessions. Maybe probably
Fantastic.
not a fifth.
He probably doesn't.
I don't even want this
Yeah.
much. Have you found anything unique?
No. Ever since I became a dragon, I've always wanted to do this, so I've just been kind of busy doing this. And then I just roll around a little.
Doing the backstroke and shit.
There's like gems and coins and shit just flying all over the place.
Oh, these clothes. That's what I'm picturing right now. Pig is just like. Anyway.
Tell me what you think of Doran Rav. Do you think he would want a warrior's death?
Now that's a good point.
I see no
I
other
don't know.
reason for him to even be here.
The reason he's being here is because he wants what's best for Free Empire. He sees the benefits of it, and he's like literally, he's only been trying to help people since I've known him. Yeah, if he was alive and still in a good mental state, he would be a huge asset to Free Empire. But I don't know how he would feel himself. It's a good point to ask.
And you still think that the Free Empire will have to go to war?
Were you there for the intelligence briefing?
The what?
I don't know.
Was Ozzo there when the military people briefed us? Yeah, I think Ibarra was having tea, and you were there
Yeah.
Oh, I went to the fortune teller.
with Ibarra, right? And then after
I
that,
was there at the beginning with I think there was an intelligence briefing at the very beginning, and then
I stormed off because Doran Rav was there.
okay, that's fair enough. So like I can just relay to you, like this is literally the intelligence that Free Empire has, that the Malazans are coming in 2 ports, And the first one is going to be a smaller engagement. The second one is going to be a lot larger. And what we need to do is we need to move as many of those people who are out in the tents into whatever we can salvage here. And then we need to prepare a defense to be routed out. As far as the Malazans care, we're a rebellion. And I truly believe in the that deepest core of my being that they are going to try to take us out, and we need to be prepared for that possibility.
I didn't realize that you were going to be besieged by the new empire. Do you remember? I can't remember her name. Lady something.
Envy?
No. This is the lady, part of the caravan, way back. She's the new empire. Yassine? Yes.
Nope. I never really cared much for any of those people.
Are you talking about the nobles and stuff from the Chain of Dogs?
Yeah, wasn't one of the ladies become the new empress or something like that? The one that...
No.
Oh no, Mariana killed her.
Yeah, Mariana killed her. Yeah, no, the Empress is still Empress Lacine. Always has been since the beginning of the campaign.
She's bad news bears.
Hey, we might be able to talk with them. And we might be able to continue some semblance of leadership. What?
Pigu,
We could talk to them. Oh yeah?
At this moment, you're getting a message from your grandmother. Like you know, the spell message.
Yeah.
Is that what's the range on that?
Sending. I think it can be anyone on this plane.
Yeah, sending is much better than message.
Yeah, okay, she uses sending then. And she's basically going to say that you have visitors. There is a delegation from the Malazan Empire in your camp.
Well,
They wish to speak with you.
I'll send a message back. Prepare a time slot for tomorrow.
Very well. One of them says he knows you.
That's very helpful for you to say that without sending his name. Prepare a time slot for tomorrow.
Pigu, who are you talking to? Do you have a secretary?
Well,
I'm on the scry call.
God, man, have some decency. Stop interrupting. No, apparently there's a Malazan delegation waiting back at home base. I just received word through Magix. We're gonna have to wrap things up and start heading back there.
That puts a hampering on the decision for Doran Rav. It'll take me at least an hour to bring him back. I do think that he might be our best bet to bring peace talks with the Malazan. He may be the worst bet as well.
Well, the other thing too is his body might be helpful for that too, because we could say we killed him, and that might be a bargaining chip for us.
That's a very
that's silent.
very interesting take.
Very dark. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna leave Ozzo in silence and start like coming out of the cavern. And I'm just gonna look for Ivara and everybody else, but mainly Ivara. Well, I want to let everybody know that I need to head back to the Free Empire. The Malazans are here, and there's a good chance we're gonna begin a confrontation with them soon. But I also know that there were pictograms that I think are of relevance to Ivara, and I need to show you those before I leave.
Oh. Okay. I start to follow him.
pictograms here?
Yes. Evan, where do I go?
They're more down, back out where you came from. But just like theater of the mind, you walk back into that other room, the circular one before this one, and just lining the walls is basically like, you know how in Skyrim they have that like carving thing? It's very
Yes.
similar to that, but it shows it begins with a portal and shows something of a ship coming through with with a character that looks like Ivara on it, but it ends with that same ship going into the same portal with Ivara going on it, like into it instead of out of it, kind of thing. And all the way along that, basically shows so far the journeys you have gone on, and written in ancient halfling above your heads, says prophecies of the halfling seers.
Do we need to roll like an insight to understand what it's saying, or is it really just that she will go back the way she came?
It's not so much that, it also shows a lot of other things. So make some investigation checks, I guess, to look through what happens.
I cannot read halflings, so
Well,
I'm
it's not written, it's carved as pictures. It's just written in halfling above all of this says prophecies of the halfling seers.
right, but I see like the my likeness into the wall.
Yeah. One scene stands out quite a bit. It shows what looks like Ivara and various other people around a sword plunged into a man cast in all black, and the sword itself is breaking.
Oh,
Is
do I
that
recognize the figure in all black?
Animander
Make
8?
an investigation check.
Is it Animander 8?
Pigu, you think yes. But Ivara's gonna have to make her own check, kind of thing, unless you're like, I think that's Animander Rake.
Oh yeah, I think that's Animander 8.
Yeah, Ivara, you're like, what is all this bullshit?
What is all this bullshit?
I think you need to take Animander 8 sword and plunge it into him. Ugh. I don't know.
That's. I'll have to talk to him after. That's not going to be fun to break
You
to him.
also see towards the end where Ivara is going back through the portal on the ship. Just before that, you see what appears to be a broken man holding his own heart, while one of Ivara and a few others are standing around him, almost guarding him.
A broken figure?
Yeah.
Is that the chain god?
Make an insight or investigation check. Oh, with the insight, you're fairly certain. Fairly. Like 80% sure.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say it seems like we're on the right path. We one, and then you go home.
Well, I guess my next investment is going to be a ship.
But didn't she take a ship here? How did you like
Yes.
it?
That's what it shows. It shows a
Same.
very strange looking ship with various strange sails on it.
Do I recognize the sails?
You
Do I
recognize
the ship?
you recognize one symbol on the ship itself. The crest of the Kushan Empire.
Oh, fuck. I recognize that, right? Like you don't want me to.
Yeah, you
roll
recognize
for it?
it. You recognize it. That's like you've seen that shit since you're a baby.
That's not possible. I say that out loud.
What isn't?
I recognize those sails anywhere, and that's no Segula ship.
Then what is it?
Those are from the Kushan Empire, back where I'm from. They're gonna make
Okay.
their-
I don't know what the Kushan Empire is.
Do you care about, like, do you want me to explain what the Kushan Empire is, or like would I be wasting my breath?
Well, I'm looking at this boat, and it's saying you're going on the Kushan Empire boat out, but that you came on the Kushan Empire boat in, which makes me think that the Kushan Empire people who are on the boat are here.
Evan, from my recollection, did I come here in a Kushan Empire boat?
Make a history check at advantage.
Watch me roll both ones.
Because seeing this is bringing a lot of shit back to you.
Flashbacks. Oh god.
You remember that the boat itself was created by the Enchantress in the Kushan Empire, and that's why it has the seal. But it is technically your boat. You had a crew of, well, the Enchantress herself and a few other people, but you remember something going wrong, and many people went overboard, including the Enchantress.
So when I came here, I had a ship that I came on with a bunch of people, and something happened. I can't remember the details of it, but something happened and we were all separated. And I believe I woke up on shore alone, and the person who brought me here was separated with me. So do I
Are those
remember where this
dangerous
was?
people? Are they bad people who came with you? Are they people who are going to destroy the free empire?
No.
Yeah.
Fucking
I just
Kushan
love
Empire.
Matt, just yeah. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, that's
Again,
basically
Cliff Notes version Pigu. I came here with a bunch of people that, I grew up with, and it seems like I got to go look for that ship. So
Well, did you need those people in order to steer the ship?
probably.
Does that mean that we need to find the ship and the people to get you back?
Well, seems like that's my new directive. So I guess that's where
Well,
I'm heading.
If you can provide details, we can offer some scrying services. Well, me and Grandma, I guess.
I'm gonna Pigu a look there, like, really?
Yeah. You just did you just see what you did when you were wildly flailing your sword and then the dragon turned into dust? We couldn't have done this without you. You've been a part of making the chain one stronger, and hell, look, and then I point to the pictogram. It's like we're gonna be stuck together until this happens. So I might as well help you out, because if I don't, then you won't stay with us. That make sense?
Okay, Pigu. Sounds good. And I hold my hand out to him to shake his hand.
Do I detect synergy?
She's actually smiling at Pigu now.
I'm just sort of like, yeah, like, of course we'd work together. Of course I'm gonna try to help you and you'll help me. Like, why are you smiling? I don't get, whatever. And I grab her finger and like I shake it. Her hand's too big, I'm assuming.
It's quite large, yeah. It would be like you shaking a baseball mitt, like.
Yeah.
It's not that big. Oh, well, I guess no. Never mind.
Compared
It's
to
not-
Pigu.
Yeah. It's like
if
a
it was
baby's arm
Ozzo,
holding
yeah.
like a baseball glove.
Yeah, it would be a lot different if it was Ozzo shaking your hand, but he's already super small, so um
So,
Viso
oh yeah.
Viso's gonna say like should we rest before heading back? I don't know, but I'm pretty hurt and I don't feel so good.
Here, Viso, I think I found this red potion.
Oh no. Unidentified
It's,
liquid.
it's unidentified, you fool.
See if it does
Breathes
something.
fire everywhere. Wow,
Every
there.
red potion cross heals people.
Yeah.
Why else would they make it red?
I'm joking. No.
You don't give it to her because she's about to drink it.
No.
Just like drooling.
Actually, Viso, I don't feel good about giving you the potion. I don't know. We haven't identified it yet, and I already exhausted Ozzo on it.
Okay.
Sorry, we'll get you some healing soon.
Yeah, I suppose we can rest here. What are we gonna do about the Doran Raff? That window's closing, Ozzo. What do you think?
Yeah, he's starting to get a little rank.
I'm swimming in a pile of gold.
Hey, get out of there. That's my bath.
You find a belt while swimming.
A bell?
A belt.
A belt. Like just a leather belt? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, my idea for going in there is to look for like relics or something special. Something. I don't really care about wealth.
You found a belt.
A belt. And it's just like a brown leather belt.
Yeah.
Gives me
it's
some good
pulsating
vibes.
with energies.
Ooh.
It gives you hella good vibes.
Ooh, I'm like, ooh. Yeah, I come out of the pile of treasure with a belt.
WWE.
It seems pretty fucking like wide.
Oh yeah.
WWE.
I carry it over my shoulder. I feel successful in my searching for something special, and I come back out to where everyone else is.
Oh, sweet! You found something.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is yet, though.
Can I like start cutting bones off of the dragon?
It's
Like
dust.
just as like.
It's dust.
Oh, it's dust. Never mind.
Like whatever was keeping it alive was that part of the crippled god, which then, once severed, no more.
Gotcha. Sorry, I forgot that detail.
Can I somehow get over to those boxes and figure out what the fuck they are?
Jump into the air while wearing your ring.
Yeah, that's what I envision. It looks
You
like
just
they're
kinda-
lower.
You just kind of like float down like a feather to it, and when you land, you just land so softly, like landing on a pillow.
Yo, that's sick.
What do I see? Is it just like a crate?
It's a burnt coffin.
Oh god. Oh god. I open it. Is it a halfling
Burnt
coffin?
inside of- It was going to go to the vampires. That's where they were going to go to, like, recoup, but they were in sunlight, so they're literally just empty burnt coffins. The inside is all padded and nice and velvety, but it's burnt because you lit them on fire.
I push it off into the little running water down below.
It falls and breaks apart in the water and makes the water look all gross.
Grass. I do it to the other one.
Okay. Fuck this box in particular. I love that. But yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to do here? Do you guys want to rest up before Pigu goes off and deals with his stuff?
Yeah, I guess it's just
I'm alright
I
to
guess
travel.
Doran Rav is being left.
I suppose so. That's your guys' choice.
Yeah, I'm
well,
torn
in which
on my
case I'm gonna
decision. What was that?
I
you
start
were?
picking Doran Rav up.
Just
Cool.
be gentle.
Are we walking now or are we resting now?
Miso kind of wants to rest because I don't feel good, indicating
That's
her
fine.
negative hit point total.
I'm spending my rest time going to like bury Doran Rav.
Don't bury
Whoa,
him.
whoa, whoa,
Don't
whoa! Don't
bury
bury him. He could be useful.
All right. Well, you know, are we doing this or?
I'll
We
be
need
right
to bring-
back, guys. I'm just going to the washroom.
We need to bring him back to the Free Empire.
We can give him a proper Malazan farewell if we decide for him to stay dead.
That might be good. If we give him like a proper Malazan burial with all the other Malazans there and show them that he's both dead, but we also respect their generals, that might be good.
Okay.
I see your point, but I don't share your point of view.
Hey, it's a proper Malazan at a burial. Win-win, right? Eh?
Yep.
So then we're good to just head back now.
I guess we're resting is what I guess Viso said, but
I'm
suck it
also
up.
good for having. I'm good for both going right now, or even if we have a short rest and gain some HP back before we go back.
Well, if you have an appointment for tomorrow, we can take a short rest just to gather our senses.
All right, let's do that, and then we can regain HP.
Can I take a scoop of coins?
Yeah, anyone can do anything.
Yeah, I guess you want to bring back as much as possible.
I want to leave it. I think the plan for me would be to leave it, and we'll start like filling people. Like we'll be sending halflings here probably very soon to try and fortify them and start like preparing for bad.
Do you have any way of protecting this place against scrying or anything like that? It'd be terrible if someone learned about this.
We could leave Kyle.
Kyle can't do anything. Well,
Shh! Don't tell him that.
he might be able to defend it.
Perfect.
You want me to defend the gold?
Yes.
Well, you could probably go to the beginning of the cave, not just stay here.
I guess so. Okay, yeah. He'll do that.
Just that way it doesn't get into the wrong hands. I think it's been more than 24 hours since the Moon Man, so I'm going to assume my Moon Man water is garbage.
I know your Moon Man water is poop. It's just water.
Yeah, I drink it. I'm like, well, kind of
Evan,
coppery.
I take it because I'm not we're not taking a long rest. I'm still at 146. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just like Viso right now, she's at 85. She should be at 103.
I apparently have a yucky leather bag that screams. Can I put some gold coins in there? Maybe it'll stop screaming?
If you want to.
Yeah, I'm like shoving coins into it to see if it
As you do so, it just keeps on fucking screaming.
like I try to dump out everything I poured into it. I'm like, what a waste.
Ghosts begin flying out.
What the
Wait,
Free!
what?
You just see all these ghosts flying around, and then they just fly away.
Okay, bye.
Does the bag still scream?
No, it doesn't scream anymore.
What happened to the gold coins?
They fell on the floor.
Okay. I fill it full of gold coins.
I'm gonna just touch the cube and be like, were those your worshippers' souls or were those random souls?
Random souls.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
okay.
that's a soul bag.
What does that mean?
You put souls in it.
And as soon as you
holds
turn it
souls.
upside down, the souls escape? Doesn't sound like a very good product.
He emptied it.
Oh, he emptied it. Okay. Wait, how do you capture souls with it? What do you do with souls?
There are a lot of things you can do with souls.
None of it is really good, Pigu.
Oh.
Take your friend's advice.
All right, cool. That's a soul bag, buddy.
Interesting. I fill it full of gold
Hey,
coins.
Can you identify stuff, Pigu?
I sure can.
If you don't mind, I found this pike in there.
It'll take me 10 minutes. I'd auto
All right.
ritual cast it. So while we're resting, I suppose.
It says 9 live stealer. I don't know what it does though.
Great, Evan. I spend 10 minutes as part of our short rest to identify this.
Just a second. Let me get it up here.
While you guys do that, I'm gonna spread some healing salve on my wounds.
God damn it! Where did it go? I had it. Oh, here it is. It grants you +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls. The sword has 1d8 plus 1. Not the sword, the pike. It has 1d8 plus 1 charges. If you score a critical hit against a creature that has fewer than 100 hit points, it must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be slain instantly as the pike tears its life force from its body. A construct or an undead is immune. The pike loses 1 charge if the creature is slain. When the sword has no charges remaining, it loses this property.
I explained that.
Okay, so this is definitely beneficial.
Sounds like it.
All right, I take it back. Evan, can you send me those stats?
Yeah.
I oil myself up like I'm applying sunscreen.
By Doran Rav's dead, decaying body.
He's
Here,
so freshly dead.
I'm putting it in Discord, okay?
Q.
How many coins can I pick up? I have a backpack and a leather yucky leather bag.
You can fit about 50 gold coins in that bag before it's.
And what about the rest of me and my explorer's pack?
How much can you carry?
I don't know. Not a shit ton, but definitely still a lot.
I'd say everyone can max out at about 500 coins unless you're Ivara. Visa like 250. But yeah, if you guys are all rested up and ready to go, I guess you four will head back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kyle can come with us to the entrance and just make sure nobody
then-
evil
and then
goes in.
he'll-
Oh, and as part of the rest, I can cast like an alarm. A ritual casts an alarm down here, which will make a small bell noise if somebody passes, but I'm not sure how helpful.
What's the damage for? Sorry. What's the damage for 9 live stealer, Evan?
Same as a normal pike. It should be 1d.
Oh, okay, I got it.
But yeah, just second chalk. You guys get back to the halfling camp, and you see that all your halfling guards are surrounding the delegation, who is in front of Hal, Sim, and your grandmother. You see a familiar face there. He waves at you.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
I love the different tones of the oh shit. That was amazing. Ibarra, oh shit. Ozzo, oh shit. I'll be right back. Just taking a bong food. I'll be like 10 seconds.
It's the High Mage. Oh no.
Have we met the High Mage before? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
You have. He was the guy that worked out the whole thing where those followers of the Chain God got to be the guards at Aaron.
And he also gave me a map, right? That
Yeah.
pointed
He
me
was a
here.
pretty chill fucking guy for you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we know him and we know Quick Ben. We don't know Adjunct Tavor Paran.
Do I though?
You don't. I'll get to that. The name Paran is very familiar. Remember Noah's Paran, who was the captain of the Bridge Burners.
Okay.
Ozzo, you know Paran is a noble house in the Malaz. They're of noble birth. That's all you really know.
Suspicious. And they're surrounded by halflings? Is that what that is? Or are those like regular? No, those are halflings.
No, those are halflings, yeah. They're just kind of like, don't try anything funny. We're surrounding you. Alrighty. Well, Pigu, you see this. What do you do?
Well, is it tomorrow yet? Or did we like
Yeah,
take a
it's
shot
tomorrow.
whenever we
It's
like it?
tomorrow by the time
It's
you guys
tomorrow.
get back.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty because we didn't really did a proper because we were so busy trying to make this appointment. Where's my character? Oh, thank you. I'm just gonna walk around, everybody. Hello. I'm sorry, I'm a mess. We just went and killed the dragon. It was a whole thing. It was really tiring. But I understand we have a meeting. Should we go to it?
Yes, I believe we should. Greetings. I'm Adjunct Tavor Paran, and I am here on behalf of Empress Lasine. You can think of me as her eyes, ears, and fist when need be.
All right. Are you also her hand? Am I good to shake your hand or shake
Yes,
the hand of Queen Lysine?
she offered her hand, but
Yeah.
in the standard Malazan way where you grab the wrist.
That's fine. I grab the wrist and I say, you're free to practice whatever culture you want here. Can we go into a tent where it might be a bit more comfortable?
Yes, proceed. I believe you already are acquainted with my associates here, High Mage Taishren and High Mage Quick Ben, although he does not like that title.
I will have walked halfway towards the tent while she's talking and be like, oh, right. And I'll just sort of step back. Yeah. No, we've met, right? We're good guys. Yeah. We're good with the pleasantries. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I whisper to Pigu? I'll lean into Pigu and be like, she's a representative of Lasine. We were just talking about her. Be careful what you say.
Okay.
I believe my contingent will stay out here, provided that you have no assassins waiting in that tent.
Oh, I'm sure if you did, you could take on a pint-sized assassin like us. But no, no, I assure you, there's no assassins. Please, we've just
She
arrived.
offers a
I'm
faint
very
smile at this.
tired.
Very faint.
I'm gonna say, please. I don't know about you, but I am exhausted. I would really love to sit down and hash some things out.
Very well. Let us go. And
Yeah.
she
I
follows
like
you in.
smile and wave at Quick Ben.
He
Are we-
smiles and waves back at you, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going? Funny
Good.
seeing you guys
buddy.
here. I guess we might not be here on the best terms right now.
Well, actually, we're not allowed in the tent, me and Ozzo, right?
No, this is like a
Alright.
private meeting between them two.
What?
Just gonna
What?
say that-
Oh, is it just us two? It's not like us
Yeah.
two and the High Wizards and Ozzo and Ivara?
Would you prefer
Okay,
it that
I
way?
guess,
I would prefer it that
Asks
way.
well, they're
Then-
talking
then-
with
then-
well,
But she's
I'll
definitely
talk with Quick
leaving
Ben
her
outside,
armed
but
guards
like I guess
outside.
Pigu and Paran can do their business first.
Yeah, you guys like exchange pleasantries way and blah blah.
Adam, did you catch
Um,
that? Like, we're all gonna be in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are all gonna be
Cool.
in there.
You-
Here,
you can-
I'm just gonna do this.
Alrighty, cool.
Where would we go? Oh, okay. I definitely make sure I don't look at Quick Ben. I make no eye contact with the mages.
Can Viso come too?
No.
From outside the tent.
Three's the limit.
Is there? Okay. Viso will sit outside.
Give her the ring, Yavara. Give her the black ring.
But I want it.
Oh no, just let her borrow it. And she can
And-
be here, invisible.
Just so we make sure there's no funny business, if you know what I mean. Looking towards her two mages and then over at you guys, she pulls out this long, rust-bladed sword and she just puts it on the table. But you can already feel the magic deadening effects of that large Otaterol blade.
Oh, wait, does this make me feel sick?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Is Yavara affected at all?
No, she's not a magic eater. Quick Ben.
Do I throw up?
No, you guys don't. You get a nosebleed.
Oh, I'm gonna be like, seriously? Like,
I
What?
apologize. I
Ugh.
apologize. It is not just for my safety, but also for yours. Just in case any of my associates have any hasty decisions.
your associates?
Well, the high mages here. I don't want them to get all offended and then go spraying fire all over the place or something like that. And they both look back at her like, what the fuck? Like, do you think we'd actually do that? Like
Typical
they don't say that.
Malazan mages.
Like they don't say that, but like they give her the look and she
Yeah,
just
no,
kind of like
I'm
looks at
giving
them
her the same
sternly.
look. I'm giving her the same look. I'm like, we know them. Okay, well, you're
Well,
not off to the best
in
start,
which
Missy.
case,
Let me tell
then-
you.
In which case, and I like try and like kind of look back at Pigu, and I'm like, then I guess we can probably return the favor, or like even the playing field. And I put my Ninjato, my pole arms on the my dragon halberd and my the other Ninjato one on the table as well, just to show a sign of good faith.
Yeah, she wasn't mostly taking it out the fact that it deadens magic. It was also to show that, like, look, I'm unarmed, you know. She wasn't trying to insult you. She makes that very clear. I'm sorry if I insulted
Oh,
you.
no, well,
That
I'm
was not
insulted.
the intention. Oh,
I'm
my
insulted.
apologies then. But sadly, it appears that you're not the one to be doing the bargaining here. I'm sure you're well aware of the forces coming here.
Yeah, you have two vector attack vectors. You got the one from that city in the north. What the north of this continent? Um,
Jakaruku.
sure. No, my map is too grainy. I can't see what it's called. The city I talked about taking over.
Irlatan?
The one, Kurlatan?
Irlatan.
Irlatan. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
to the
Irlatan.
southwest.
No, it's just west.
Oh, just west. Okay.
Maybe northwest a bit.
No, it's mostly
No,
west.
southwest actually. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm thinking of the map now, and he's right. It's southwest.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have a small force going there. What was it? A few hundred, and then you have a few thousand going to Aelet. Is that what it's called?
Aaron,
Aaron? Oh, okay. You have a few
Yeah.
thousand going to Aaron.
if you want, I can just put us on the map for right now.
Yeah, that'd be helpful for me.
Just those-
Oh, yeah. So you have a few thousand going to Aaron, and a good number of those forces. I helped you broker. Is that correct?
Yes, I heard about that from the High Mage, and that's what I've come here to talk to you about. And notice, I'm coming here to talk to you, not with an army at my back, just a few guards that, to be honest, I didn't want them here in the first place, but formalities are formalities.
I know, I realize, and yes, I understand. We have a history, and and as much as you're going to try and position this as you're showing mercy, there's also a certain benefit for your party here because, as you know, this is under the protection of a dragon, and that would be a bit of a hurdle for you guys to overcome. So if we could come to an agreement, it would save us both work.
Yes, I agree, and these are my questions to you. What is it that you actually want?
Hmm.
You
Why do
came
they
here
need
to
to-
just
why do-
find out what he wants?
The Empress has her reasons, good sir. And who might this be?
Me?
This is one of my advisors. Goes by the name Ozo.
Also,
He is also a high mage of sorts. He has mixed feelings about it sometimes.
I see. Well, wait, what did you say before? Also, sorry.
You came here just to find out what Pigu wants?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she's gonna say yet again, well, Ozo, the Empress is tired of the bloodshed in this land. She would rather have an ally than another enemy at the moment. And we've seen what you've done. Especially we've heard of the tales of your exploits in Genebacus with the Panian Seer and Animander Rake and all these other things. Do you not think it'd be better if we work together to quell the rest of the bloodshed in this land than cut at each other's throats?
I think that would be beneficial for both parties.
She seeks for us to quell the rebellions that they caused.
No. You would have 20,000 newly trained recruits, granted, but soldiers nonetheless. And the support of Dujek One Arm, who is bringing, as you said, 300 soldiers to Irlatan to take the city. And trust me, they will take that city. It's the bridge burners we're talking about.
Why? Like, what is? Let me start. You're asking what my motivation is. I'm sure you've seen some of our nicely dressed bards and envoys on behalf of the Free Empire spreading the word of the Chained One. And
Yes,
if we step back from the political situation
religious
here,
fanatic. I've seen it before, but this crippled god has been
yes,
growing in popularity. We've had to crack down on a few cults in our own homeland, but No
Right.
matter how many we seem to put down or execute or imprison or send to the mines, they just keep popping up. So
Well, what
perhaps
harm
it's
are they
time.
causing other than just to share their faith? Is that really
It's
worth having all
it's
of them?
it's not so much. You see, when you are taking care of so many different types of peoples across a vast empire, it's hard to make people understand something new right away. They fear it, and when they fear it, they get upset. And when people are upset, they riot. And when people riot, people die. I would rather put 10 to the sword than 10,000. Do you understand?
I think your math is a little off, but I get where you're coming from. Um, why have you not asked yourself why the Chained One is growing in popularity?
Well, I believe it appeals to the weak, the poor, the downtrodden, people that are usually overlooked in society, and there's quite a few of those, much more than those that are recognized or of any real notice. So, of course,
Okay,
numbers.
that could work for those people, but then what about the person you're talking to right now? Why would I say worship this one?
Hmm. No, that's why I'm here. What is it that you actually want with all of
There
this?
we go. Finally, we can get to the root of the matter. All the political conflict that's coming here is at its core because there's some destabilizing forces in the world, some very strong, very powerful, very godly forces right now, and they're
Yes,
all
our
fighting for
mages
power.
have informed us of what's been going on with the Pantheon, and trust me, we're just as worried as you. That's why we're here.
Do you know what the root of it is?
We do not, but we believe it might have to do with why our Western naval patrols are being raided
What?
by, yes,
The
some
West?
some people from the West.
There's people to the west? West of the
Apparent,
Seti Plain?
apparently so. I did not
Well,
know this, neither did the Empress, neither did any of our scholars.
huh.
And the thing is, most of them look human, but the ones in charge appear to have gray skin and look very similar to the Tistandi in that regard. But their skin is gray, not black.
Huh. Well, we should
Do
probably
I
talk about
recognize
system.
that, or
We have no clue. We have not been able to
sorry, no, I'm
secure.
actually asking out of character. Would I recognize what they're talking about?
No, you don't know. If that's what you're asking.
That's certainly something that we can scry on, and we can certainly provide some support and gaining some intelligence on that. But and maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe certainly on your side of the world. But I can tell you, a few months ago, the world was at a critical point, almost to destruction, because of the chained god. The chained god, hundreds and thousands of years ago, was brought down to this world by people who wanted to harness his power. They broke him across continents here, split him up, and everyone around there is harnessing like little bits of him to cause chaos and create their own little area of power. What we need to do, well, we can either leave the situation as such and we'll continue to see this behavior where people will come up, take some little bit of the chain god and use his power for themselves and destabilize the world. And worse, maybe even have the chain god so unhappy with the situation that he tries to destroy us. Or we reunite the chain god and let him go. And then we remove that whole destabilizing process out of our continent, out of more than the continent, out of the world.
Okay. This has given me much to think about. I'm
And
glad you brought these things.
why haven't Quick Ben and the other guy not talked to you guys about this yet? I'm gonna look.
They only give us information when we ask for it. Most of it is seized through other means. I'm sure you've heard of the Claw.
No.
The current empire is not nice to those who use magic.
I'm confused. Why don't? But you could get this information with a lot less effort if you just talk to your high.
They don't respect people with magic. They're a tool.
Well, this is all fine and dandy with the gods and stuff. But you're talking about stabilization, and at the moment, right now, all the Empress and the Empire can see is destabilization that has occurred here, not, well, in 7 cities with the rebellion itself, but also with you.
Excuse me?
You are a destabilizing factor to our existence.
I want to first of all point out Genabacus and mention that there was rebellions there a few months ago, which stopped because of our actions, and now we've
No.
come here.
There were no rebellions there. You helped us conquer most of that continent, actually, aside from Black Coral and Darujistan.
Correct. Right. Okay. They weren't rebellions, but exactly. We helped you stabilize that continent. And now we came back to the one that you lost control of and are attempting to do that in our little corner of the woods.
Yes, but what I'm saying is when the rebellions are quelled and this war here is over, what's going to happen then? Who's
That's
going to stabilize the land?
Mm.
Is it going to be us or is it going to be you? And
Yes.
right now we want it to be us.
Yes. So
And
why
having
would
you
you want
here-
our? Why would you want our help in that process?
Because, as we said, we are tired of bloodshed. What we would like is for you to perhaps capitulate. Come under the Malazan Empire as a vassal state, as many others have. You will have our financial backing, trade rights, and protection.
What do we sacrifice?
Well, as
Your
your
free empire.
High Mage has made quite clear, he would not like magic to become as secularized as it is in Malazan Empire here. So we will also throw in the bargain that you are allowed to practice free magic under the watch of us, provided, there's no crazy firestorms or stuff burning down cities, if, well, we're being frank here.
Ha! And what? We have to play Flash Kriega every day?
I've never heard of this.
It was from a very authoritarian society. He's
authoritarian society. Oh, are you speaking of those weird thaumaturgs that live in Jakku? We had sent a contingent there, and we never heard from them again. Did you go to that land?
It's beyond the point.
There are some very powerful forces guarding that land. We were ejected.
Yeah.
As it seems our forces were as well.
We do have a lot of problems.
But this is what I'm asking. When the rebellion's done, and say you were in control, your homeland free from Malazans, what do you think it's going to be like? Do you know? Have you thought about it? Have you given it any consideration? Because you're very close to getting what you want, and what's it going to be like? Paint me a picture. Are you going to live in house? Do you want people to go to work? What will be the holidays? Oh, will there be music? Do you think people will be allowed to play violins? Who will make the violins? Well, you don't actually know, do you? Because just like every other tantruming child in history, Poblox, I don't think you actually know what you want.
No, but I can tell you what I definitely don't want. and being talked down in this manner is certainly not selling your side of the bargain there. I want, and what I want for everybody else here is a certain level of autonomy, which I'm struggling to see how that will fit with the Malazan Empire. But maybe now that we've identified this issue, is there some way we can work towards a resolution?
Well, I'm just saying, when everything's all fine and dandy, and we're gone, and the rebellion's quelled, just hear me out here. What are you going to do with people like you, the troublemakers? How are you going to protect your glorious revolution from the next one?
Well, if the troublemakers have some level of control, I do not believe that they will cause as much trouble. I think that is actually an interesting point. If anything, I think that's a learning opportunity for the Malazan Empire, because no matter what you do, it seems like there's always a rebellion or there's always a conflict. What happens when the conflict ends for the Malazan Empire, eh? What happens then? You think all the soldiers just go peacefully? You think people are just going to stop being?
Exactly. And I'm trying to get you see, and I'm almost there. The wheel just keeps turning. So I think right now we need to break the cycle.
I like where this is going. Yeah. Hey guys, what do you think?
I think she's attempting to bully you into submission.
I don't think there's bullying here.
This is not a game.
This sounds like
this is not schoolyard
vibe for
bullying.
control.
Look, every war.
What? I'm sorry if I can say something. What exactly do you gain, or what exactly do you lose from just letting us be?
Well,
yeah. What if we negotiated a truce?
A
yeah.
ceasefire?
A ceasefire and a trade agreement.
Truce, a trade agreement. Can we have a non-aggression pact? Perhaps even a defensive alliance?
Yes.
I think she's afraid they're not going to be able to quell these rebellions. That all the force that the Malazan Empire pushes onto the people is pushing back now. Now they are seeking allies. The ways of force do not work the way they
scared, you are quite mistaken. We just don't want any more people to die. Especially here in the Grassy Sea, where I've heard they have been mostly mistreated after the rebellion took root. Slavery sprung up again in force.
Have you seen any slavery around here?
No, I haven't, and I'm quite pleased with that. For a new law has been
So then
passed.
what's the issue?
Well,
what's the issue with letting us be?
Yeah, it sounds like we could achieve both of our goals.
Well, that's what she's trying to say. She's like trying to agree with you guys right now.
Okay.
Like,
in which case, like, you're making it very confusing because it sounds like
what I'm trying to say is, most people don't know with war how many hearts will be broken, how many lives shattered, and how much blood will be spilled until everyone does what we're doing right now, sitting down and talking. So, this is what we're doing right now, and we're trying to form an agreement that, as you say, benefits both parties. So you would like an alliance, a defensive alliance with trade agreements and autonomy. And we are willing to give you this, provided that any acts of actual aggression upon Malazan, well, once we quell all these rebellions, they will be Malazan lands again, will be an act of war. And I would hope you will not be foolish enough to enter that war.
Same promise on your end that none of the Malazans will come in and act untowards to the Free Empire?
Quick, Ben, write up the legal documents. Taishren, fetch the Empress's seal. We'll make it official.
I think we get the document, and then we can both take a night to review it, and it would make a good place to maybe break, and we can pick up next week.
Very well. Now, things were supposed to go much differently today. I won't
How are they
lie.
supposed to do it?
Well, to be frank, Lacine wants your head on a platter.
Yeah, well, with this size of a force, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Granted.
So I appreciate you bringing such a small force in anticipation of having a chat.
Exactly. So, the reason this alliance has been formed right now really is because, as I've said, I've heard about you. I'd like to ask you a personal favor. Something off the books. If you don't mind, gentlemen, Quick Ben and them are gonna leave. Your
I don't
retainers can
move.
stay, of course. No, she says you guys can stay if you want. She kind of like leans over and she's like, the noble houses have been under quite a bit of stress of late, including my own house. I became the adjunct because I was next in line to do so. My brother joined the military because it saved face. And my sister was sent to the Otatral mines. I had a spy sent there to keep an eye on her, help her escape, actually. Sadly, I've lost contact. Apparently, they were last heading here to Seven Cities. Is there any way you could help me find her?
Yeah, if you could give me as much detail about what she looks like, if you had an image or like a likeness of her, to keep stride.
She can pull out like an actual portrait.
Yeah, and then I'll take her to the grandmother to do a scrying session to get more information. And on top of that, I can say we have no such record of whatever misgivings your sister would have done. And as our selling point in the free empire is that you're free to be, she would be welcome to be here if she were to find her way.
I see. Well, I thank you then. And with that, she's also gonna like sheath her sword that's stopping you from like doing that.
Oh, thank God. There's just like blood all over my face. I'm like, I can't believe you didn't do that.
I'm sorry, I totally forgot. We were having a really deep conversation there.
Yeah, clearly my discomfort doesn't really matter. Okay, well.
I'm sorry, I'm really trying not to break character, but you're being too funny. Like I'm trying to be like stone cold, like serious, like bitch.
I mean,
face,
here I
but-
am negotiating with a fucking nosebleed, but you know,
I
let's
know,
be
right?
let's be dignified about this.
Everyone get their dingle dorse and Google bottoms.
So
Dude, this is North Korea.
once she leaves, yeah, we'll definitely do that favor for her, free of charge to build up goodwill. But I
she
do want to
also
yeah?
she's gonna say like in doing this, I will grant you access to the Imperial Warren.
For intel.
And yeah, and what that is basically it will allow you to travel almost anywhere in the Malazan Empire instantaneously. You walk into it, like you open a portal, you walk into it, you keep walking, and you think of where you want to go, and eventually you'll get there. That's basically how she explains it.
Oh, so it's better than a teleportation?
Yeah, it might take a bit longer, but it won't drain you physically.
Interesting. Well, I
You might
really
have to
appreciate.
Yeah, the only thing though is we use the Imperial Warren a lot too, and if people find you in there that aren't me, they might not be as keen to the idea. This is off the books, remember?
Okay, from a mechanic side of view, like, is it a spell or is it like an object that I
it-
have to?
She's gonna give you a dagger, but before she gives it directly to you, she looks over at Ivar and she's like, she looks bigger and stronger than you. Here, you hold on to it, just in case he gets any nasty ideas.
Okay.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, I don't know. You could think of the Empress's throne room and walk up and peer behind her and slit her throat. Wouldn't that just be lovely?
Is that what you want Ibarra to do? Is that
Alright,
what you're
well,
saying?
why would you give him if you don't trust him? Why would you give him that idea?
Why would you give her that idea? She's stronger. She's more easily able to implement that. I'm confused.
I'll take the dagger.
Do you want this one? And I hand him like the annoying dagger.
Something bad is happening.
I warned you.
Can you not trust a fellow Malazan?
Oh, that's fucking funny. A fellow Malazan, what are you doing here?
I go,
Aren't you,
alright,
like-
please.
Fearful for your life?
Are you? Are you really afraid of the halfling nomads?
Well, no, I mean just 7 cities in general. The rest of the continent wants to kill us. I guess the halflings are pretty okay with us, as I've seen here. We were actually greeted quite nicely, besides from the fact of being under armed guard. I was very surprised.
Just a precaution.
Well, as I said, that's why I wanted to give it to you as a precaution. I don't know. You just I like your stature, the way you hold yourself. You seem honorable, if I dare say.
Well, I think you've done a fantastic job of coming here to broker peace and in the process insulting me, I think 3 times.
It's what I do.
Good job.
So I think, give Ivar the dagger, insults my stature and my honorability, and we'll get together again to go over the details of the documents. And I certainly hope you'll learn to watch your tongue while you're here, because I am getting very frustrated.
There are dragons
leave.
afoot.
There be dragons here. Here there be dragons. But yeah.
So she gives the dagger to whoever, and I really hope she leaves soon because
Yeah.
Piju is getting very
Yeah.
frustrated with her and wants a quick conversation with Azo.
Yeah, she walks out of the tent.
So I take this dagger, this random dagger that, what is it?
It's the key.
So we can
this
study
is-
it and figure out how to use it. But essentially, it will allow us to travel across the Malazan Empire. I'm not sure what the limitations of that are yet. I don't know if you have that, if you can come back to the Grassy Sea.
You'd have to give it a try.
Yeah, so
I'd be very
I just-
careful with that. You may open a portal to the heart of your empire.
Yeah, I don't like this actually. From what Ozzo whispered, like, I do agree. I feel like that they're looking to build relationships with people they already have, take over the rebellion, and then turn on us. I don't know why they would want to honor it once the conflict is finished.
They won't.
So, something to think about. It might be something worthwhile to accept, form up our defenses, and then we can use the time that they're taking to take over the continent to buffer our territory, move people into the ruins, terraform the area, like maybe create some mountains or some hills or something to make it harder. Oh yeah, I can do that now. I can terraform things a little. So, try to beef things up a little.
I remember the time you opened a door in a wall and left me on the other side.
Yeah, I just said that only happened once.
Only once.
That was pretty awesome.
So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm for putting a time limit or like a sunset clause on the thing and then signing it, saying like with conditions, like we will reevaluate the truce, so that at least both of us are clear. And in the meantime, we can try to
that document. Make sure that we get it, and in the meantime, we could probably, if anything, and Ivara is going to offer this, like, what if I bring over some Segula to possibly train some halflings around here?
Yeah, and we have coin now to pay for that. So the other thing too, are the Segula happy with their island?
Yeah, they're pretty content with their way of life.
Is there anything we can offer them outside of the gold?
Not really. They're all about honor and stuff like that. So I guess if they have some kind of, I guess if we can also spin it, I feel like the coin also won't be enough. Like we have to give them a reason to. So
Well, here's the
they
thing.
have to
They're
believe that
and like getting into conflicts and fighting, and like they probably don't have like who's farming for them, who's making their tools, who's doing all this other stuff. Maybe we can help with that with all the people here who need work and need to be kept busy, and they can be the protection.
that's something. Well, they're as they are, they're pretty self-sufficient. On like you've seen them.
Well, hey, Adam, if you want to think about that, and maybe next week we can come up with a better synergy or a better reason to coordinate.
I get you now. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty much good for tonight's session, unless anyone else has anything else.
Just before you guys are like done finishing up your talk and stuff, a great raven is gonna flutter through your tent doors and begin like pecking at the floor.
Whoa, how
and
big
look
is this
stuff at-
thing?
You've seen it before.
What?
This is like one of Amanda Rate's ravens.
It's Crone herself. And she's like, "You don't recognize my beak? Do you
Nope.
have any scraps for me? I'm quite hungry. It was a long night."
Who the fuck is Crone?
Ivara
Hey,
would
Crone, how
recognize
you doing?
her. She knows me. I am hungry. Do you have any food scraps?
I think I got
some,
some on me. Or shit, we got some stuff in the camp.
Does she turn into not a bird, or like how big is this?
No, it's literally just like a fucking dog-sized raven, like, you know, a large raven. I'll say this is it here. Oh wait, you guys are on the other map. I'll say that halfling is the size of the raven, kind of thing. Like it's big.
I move fast.
Ozzo moves to the other side of the tent.
Yeah, and I like keep a chair between me and it.
Before we end off tonight's session, can I do one more thing with Pigu possibly?
Yeah, sure.
Pigu, can we go to the tent and you can possibly scry on Sonia and the Kushins? I give their descriptions.
I can. That'll be like the last scry I can do today because we haven't had a long rest.
Okay.
I cast scry at the 6th level. I do the thing. What do I need to do?
So yeah, what you're gonna see when you scry is Well, are you scrying for one person or multiple people?
Uh,
Adam, who am I
I'll go
scrying
with
for? Yeah, whoever Adam asks.
I give him the description of Sonia for now.
All right. When you scry, it's nothing but blackness and the twinkling of stars. And you kind of see this like
Fuck off.
girl floating. She seems preserved as if in time.
What do you see, Pu?
I say that.
And as you finish scrying, you kind of get like shot back with force, as if you were like cut off from some extraplanar realm that doesn't even exist in this multiverse. It's like another multiverse that just like ow, what the fuck? Doesn't hurt you though, it's just really uncomfortable, gives you a headache.
I mean, you've had a
Wait,
long
I'm
day.
a little. Is like. So was that a little bit like so? Scrying is supposed to be. They have to be in the same plane. So is this some weird thing where it's like?
In that case, you see nothing. She's not in this plane. Sorry, my bad. Didn't understand that shit.
So, or like, do we want to say that like I see like a faint image or something because she's like half in the plane?
She's kind of like, as you would say, like trapped between kind of thing.
Yeah. So it's like she's here, but she's not. So that's not a good thing. So like, I'll just sort of explain to Ibarra, like, if I know the target and I'm up to it, I should be able to see them if they're on this plane. And it's weird. It's like when you like go into a telescope and it's not focused. Like I can sense it from what you've described, but I can't get a firm lock as if like she's not fully here.
Okay. I guess it was worth a shot.
Perfect. Couldn't describe it better myself. Alrighty, well I guess yeah, we're calling it for tonight, and I'll see you guys next session.
Yep.
Nice.
See you guys.
See ya.
Later.